Publications dealing with early paintings of the Himalayas and Tibet are actually quite rare. There's just very few of them. It's not that there's a lot of them, but the books are rare. No, there's not a lot of publications. We do have a small number, and one of them that is important for early paintings is called Sacred Visions, Early Paintings from Central Tibet. Now, this is a Metropolitan Museum of Art publication. It was done, I believe, oh goodness, I think in 1998. And it was done by Jane Casey, at the time I think Jane Casey Singer, and Steve Kossak. These are the two main authors. I believe there's also an article by Robert Bruce-Gardner, who was a conservator from the Courtauld in London. And that article is really quite good and informative about different techniques for conserving old, early textiles and pigments and how to deal with all of that. So, Sacred Visions is an important book because it's one of the few books that deal with early paintings, and it has a tremendous number of examples. It was actually an exhibition at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It actually ran through end of 98 into 99, and it used some paintings from the Metropolitan, but then I believe the majority of paintings were borrowed from other institutions or private collections. So it is an important study in the early paintings, and the real tremendous value of the book is you have all of these early paintings, all of these images, full color images in one publication. So it's very important for that. It is also important because some of these paintings were published earlier. I believe in a book called Tibetan Art, but we'll do a separate review on that book. But some of these paintings were published earlier, and when they were published earlier, they were not touched, or the abrasions and losses of the painting were not filled with color, whereas some of them have been restored. So we need to look at earlier publications compared with Sacred Visions from 1998, and look at the difference also in paintings and what has been restored and what has not been restored, and then the whole ethical discussion of conservation versus restoration for painted works. So, Sacred Visions, it's important because of the number of color plates of paintings are in the publication, and it's important because it's dealing exclusively with early paintings. So, press the like button, you can subscribe, and very importantly, you can donate to Himalayan Art Resources. We are a not-for-profit educational resource. We survive on donations.